welcome to Intuitive Moon Tarot. This is Jen. I'm here today with another general love reading for you. This reading is going to be for my air signs, so Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Keep in mind, you guys, these are general readings, so as always, there's no guarantee that every reading will resonate with every person watching every time. Chances are, if you were drawn to me in one way or another, there will be a message that is specifically meant for you at some point in time. So my recommendation to you is to go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and then you'll be able to see the uploads as they come through. And anytime you feel inspired to watch one of the videos, that's probably a sign that there's a message that is intended for you. So please subscribe to me, and if you guys enjoy these videos, like and comment so I know that my energy is appreciated. I will have information in the description box for anyone that is interested in doing a personal reading with me, as well as information about gift certificates available for the holidays and discounts on gift certificates so you can give more for less. So all of that out of the way, we're going to do energy on both sides. So we're going to see what's going on with both parties. You just want to go with whatever side resonates most with you. So with this being general, and then there's cross watchers, it can get a little confusing. These love readings don't have to be about the person that you are currently with. Or if you're single, you know, these can always be about an ex or the one that got away. These are typically kind of more of like a soulmate, twin flame type of energy. So you guys know who I'm talking about, you know, when you let your mind wander and you're honest with yourself and you follow your heart. There's usually that one person, you know, that we just have that really strong connection to. So whether you're with that person or not, that's typically the energy that I pull. And no judgment here. So let's see what we have. I think we're ready to go. It's helpful if you guys just kind of close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, silence your mind, and just ask the universe to provide you some guidance into your love situation. Please tarot, please universe, please spirit guides. Ooh, and we already have a flipper. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Let me get a little bit more information here. Ooh. So far we've got earth energy and water energy popping up. Please, tarot, what more can you tell me about this first energy? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse as well as the Death card here for this first energy. So I do see that somebody here, somebody may have been juggling, and there definitely was an ending. So I'm assuming this is about somebody that you are possibly separated from, or this is maybe a past soulmate or a twin flame that was in your life previous to now. And over here with the Five of Cups, you know, I mean, I think the imagery tells all. So this is a person here that does have, you know, they have more offers, but they're just really, they're really stuck inside their emotions. They're really stuck in the past. They're really having a difficult time moving on from whatever it was where this connection broke. And again, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily physically separated. You could just be in a place of disconnect, where you're just not connected emotionally on the same level that you once were. But I do see this person over here may have even had, well, let me get some more cards before I say too much. Please, universe, please, tarot, provide me additional information for this first energy. Yep, there's definitely an ending here. Definitely an ending, and some kind of a transformation. And I think this comes from some form of juggling. So either this person wasn't able to like juggle their finances with their love life. They could have been juggling two people. So whoever's energy is on this side definitely had sorry guys, I'm just seeing what I get. Please give me additional information on this second energy and this second person. Okay. The energy over on this side is kind of in a place now. It's like, I think that they know that they have to move on, but they're just really struggling with that. They've just kind of, whatever happened here, it really got inside their head, right? It's really in their head. And now it's like they know they need to have a new beginning, but this is a double-edged sword for them. Like it's going to hurt to let you go. Or if this is you, it's going to hurt to let them go, which I do have. I feel like somehow losing this connection just has this person feeling alone. Even if they have somebody new, even if they're, out getting together with their friends or whatever it is they're doing, they just feel alone. It's like they're seeking, they just feel empty. This is a really big loss for whoever this was, and it's like they're currently trying to move forward, have a new beginning, cut out the past, cut out the things that hurt them, maybe even cut out this connection with you. But this has them feeling very much alone and withdrawn. And this person over here is just going through a major transformation, like a rebirth. I feel like this just, whatever it was with this connection, like there was a major transformation. Like a complete rebirth, right? And I think this person at one point in time felt like they were juggling and struggling to regain balance and control over the situation. And now they're in this place of like seeking inner peace. They're putting themselves first. I mean, it's like, now that this connection is over, this person is trying to reconnect to themselves, trying to find balance, trying to find peace and harmony. They're putting themselves at the center of their world, right? It's like, I need to focus on me. I need to this was like a death. This connection ending. I mean, this was something, and somebody, this person over here, this energy, definitely has some regret, and they do have new offers coming in. I mean, they do have other opportunities. It doesn't always have to be in love, but it could be, you know, offers for friendship or offers for them to have their own spiritual growth, or, you know, new opportunities. But for whatever reason, it's like they're just not having it. They know that they need a new beginning. They know that they need, you know, they know that there needs to be a new beginning one way or other, but they're just all stuck in their head. They're thinking about the past. They're feeling really, I want to say, regretful. And I think now they're just doing like some soul searching, but I don't see them, even if they're with somebody new, I see them feeling very much alone. I don't think this was an easy thing for this person to let go of or cut out. And this could just be a break, you know, because this could just be a time where both people, this person needs to kind of have a rebirth and needs to reconnect to themselves, needs some time for some healing, just to really go within. And this person over here, same thing. I mean, both people, but I definitely see that there's some kind of a separation. If you guys are still together physically, then it's like two people, like two ships passing in the night, right? There's just no feeling of like there's no emotional connection. This person's feeling very much alone over here, the second energy, and this first energy is just trying to find balance, trying to regroup, move forward, reflect. Gosh, you guys, cards are just flying everywhere, so I don't know what you have going on over here. So let's see. Please, Tarot, provide me with more information on this first person. What can you tell me? Cycles. Yeah, we have cycles, and then we have the world. So this may have been somebody that you've been stuck in a karmic cycle with. This may have been somebody that you guys, it's just like you were stuck in this loop, and this is the completion of that cycle. So that doesn't mean that it has to be over forever, but whatever dynamic you guys had, whatever relationship that you guys had previous to right now, or at least here in the very near future, that cycle has come full circle. So that's over, whatever that was. So and sometimes that's a good thing, because if you're, what I'm feeling, and whoever this is resonating with, this connection has been disconnected. You know, both parties are feeling somewhat alone. One is a little bit more balanced and using this time, I feel like, to kind of try to move forward and appreciate the growth, where the other person is just really internally trying to come to terms with this and trying to cope with the loss. One person just feels a little bit more alone, but I see both people here just kind of withdrawing back within themselves, right? Please give me more information. Oops. We have forbidden. going to read a little bit about this card here from the book. Usually I get things a lot quicker. This just feels really like solemn, you know? Like this is really sad. I really like to be positive in my readings, but whatever, this disconnect between the two of you, like, this is a lot. Sorry, you guys. As your goddess, I am sending you this warning. You are about to enter into a situation that will not be easy and could cause you or others pain. And that's right on top of the double-edged sword that I was talking about, like wanting to let go. Not all doorways are meant to be opened. Not all relationships are good for you. Not all love is expressed, and not all desires are realized. Right now, I am saying no to you. The symbol for forbidden also reminds you that although you may feel pain when someone rejects you, which that's what we see here, right? Just, it's like, it doesn't matter what else is going on around. It's like they're still dwelling on that rejection. This is one of my ways of protecting you. I may whisper in someone's ear to stay away. It is for the best, even if you don't believe it right now. This is a symbol to move on and choose another path. Okay. And then over here with cycles, what goes around comes around is the message of the symbol cycles. The moon goes from new to full in cycles that repeat each month. Whatever you are planning to do or to reveal by asking your question will be revisited in other circumstances. Be clear about your action. You will surely meet this experience again. Remember, what goes around comes around, like the moon that revolves around the planet. The energy that you express in your next action will orbit around you. Make sure it's a good one. I feel like this is really a painful transition. It almost felt like a death in a sense. I feel like this was a really strong spiritual connection almost, and this was meant to be, maybe not forever, but for the time being, because this was such a huge part of this energy over here, of their growth and transformation and development. It's like this whole situation put them through this experience of almost like, I mean, it could be like an ego death, it could just be, you know, but there's something significant here. And then it's like being, you see how she's being, that's transformation. Whenever I see butterflies, I think transformation, right? And you see that she's being, I mean, it's like a rebirth, right? And then you see here, in the more near future, you see those butterflies, and she's sitting here on top of the world. And I talk a lot about this because there's a lot of lotus flowers in this deck, and this is my go-to tarot deck. But yeah, so this is substantial growth. This is not easy growth. This is the growth where you have to push through the muck and the mud, you know, and it's like you're underwater and then you come out on top. So whoever is over here on this side, this energy, I do see them coming out on top. I do see them regaining balance. I do see them being able to put an end to this and move forward. I do see that there is an opportunity. Just, you know, the world revolves around the cycles here, the moon cycles, the juggling in the past. I see here, deep down, there's still this feeling of maybe wanting to cycle back around or revisit this in some sense. Or maybe it's just that you're happy to be done with this cycle and you recognize now and you're trying to balance out what you want to do to move forward. And you're just trying to come back to a place of putting yourself first, of loving yourself, of coming to peace and to terms with everything, finding some balance, you know. But this definitely was necessary. And this person over here that's feeling maybe rejected or heartbroken or disappointed, or like this is just a double-edged sword, like any new beginning is still going to hurt, even if this was toxic, even if this was a struggle, even if this just wasn't fitting right into your life right now, which sometimes is just a timing thing. Sometimes people come back together even years later, right? But this is just a reminder, like as bad as this hurts for whoever this is over here that feels rejected or just kind of alone and disappointed, there's a reason all this is happening. We don't want to fight the universe, you guys. We never win. And the universe will come in. I mean, as much as sometimes we just keep denying things and we keep pushing for things to work when they're not working, or we keep, holding on to things that are no longer serving us, are no longer, best for our spiritual growth and our greater good. Sometimes it's really hard to let go, and especially when it's a soulmate connection. There was something really intense here. I can feel it. And I know that that's scary, and you can almost physically feel that person when they're disconnecting, and your first initial thought is like, no, and heartbreak, right? For them or for you, whoever's feeling that way, or maybe both of you in some sense. But it's definitely a lot of times a necessary transition, and everyone that comes into our life comes in for a reason. It is part of our path, and it's really hard to let go of those connections, especially where you feel like, oh my gosh, it's a double-edged sword. Like even if this wasn't for the best, or they feel like, okay, I just feel like this person feels like they got cut out of your life, right? And they feel really, or you feel like you got cut out of it. It can go either way, so just bear with me. It's hard for me to switch back and forth, so sometimes I just stick with one story, but just, take it how it resonates. But somebody definitely feels like they got cut out of somebody's life, and they understand that it's like, it's time for a new beginning, for even if it's just for them going off on their own spiritual journey is kind of what I'm seeing here. Like it's time for them to go off on their own and go through their own transformation, their own spiritual journey, find what's, meant for them right now. But it's still a struggle. It's still not easy. And this person over here, I just feel like there has been some kind of like a karmic cycle that's finally coming to completion. And I think you were just kind of like, gosh, I've just been juggling this for so long. This has been going on for so long. And now, like, is this actually really over? And it's like trying to come to peace with that, right? Wow. That's intense. That's really intense. I'm going to pull a surrender card for both sides, and then, but I think the message is pretty clear that right now, this cycle is coming to an end, and that may mean that you guys will have a rebirth and a renewal. When it says forbidden here, I don't think now is the time. I think it's time for this person to do some inner healing and reflection, and it's time for this person to get some balance, and both of you need to learn from this experience and take the good with the bad. For those of you this is resonating with, of course this is general, so don't go pack your bags and leave your significant other if you feel like this story has absolutely nothing to do with you. But for those of you that this resonates with, I think you know what I'm talking about. And this is a big change. I think it was almost like you guys were a little bit codependent possibly on each other and having a really hard time balancing your individuality and your personal goals. And I think you guys were really just, there was a deep connection here, and And this is not an easy transition, but it is necessary right now for the greater good. And if that means the two of you work things out once you're both at a better place. But whatever went on here, whatever relationship you have with this person in the past, it's time for that to come to a close. This person is off limits right now, over here. Please turn out, please the universe. Give me a surrender card for this first energy. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you cannot change a situation, compassionately accept it exactly as it is. That's what will bring you peace. So I think we were just talking about that when the universe kind of makes up their mind that something is coming full cycle, the world is completion, right? You can't fight the universe and win. I mean, when things are meant to be a certain way, that's what it is. And so this is just a reminder not to fight against this change. I think there's a feeling of, for one person, it's just almost like a devastation. And the other person, I think it's just like, whoa. I mean, it feels... But I think there's going to be a reawakening for this other person, like a spiritual reawakening. Like you are going to come out on top. You are going to find that balance, or they are, whoever this is. You've got to accept things for the way that they are. And accept that this cycle this has come full cycle. You know, you've been in a karmic cycle and it's coming to a closure, and just accept it for the way it is. That's where you're going to find your peace. That's where you're going to be in harmony with yourself, mind, body, and soul. That's where your healing and your transformation is going to come into play. And again, that doesn't always mean forever. It talks about, things are going to cycle back around. So it could mean you're going to have another opportunity in love and, another opportunity to get things right with this person or with somebody new. But right now, I think it's most important for you to focus on yourself and finding your own balance. Please give me a surrender card for this second energy. Surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. So that's kind of what we're seeing here. If you see that, it's quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within, and enjoy this inner refuge. So instead of this person being in this energy of just being heartbroken and this is kind of like, I don't want to say pity party because that sounds insensitive and rude, and obviously you have every right, or they have every right to be in a state of grievance and heartbreak, after something significant, comes to an end. These soulmate twin flame connections are intense, and it is a struggle when things fall apart. But I do see this is a time for this person. This person needs to find their inner peace. This person needs to cut out the things in their life that are no longer serving them, possibly even needs to take some responsibility for their part in things. And I think that's why I just feel like right now this connection is forbidden, and this person over here, this energy really needs the time to focus within and come to a place of inner peace. And I think that's their journey. And right now they're cut off from you, or vice versa, however this resonates. And this person over here, I mean, they need to focus on moving forward and on cultivating their own inner peace and balance. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, you guys. So don't shoot the messenger. I have no control over what messages come through or what energy the spirit guides give to me. So I just graciously accept anything that they have to offer. If this is not your story, again, please subscribe and keep in touch with me. And hopefully there'll be something here meant for you, or reach out to me and we'll set up a private reading for you where we can get something more specific. If this is resonating with you and you want to go a little bit deeper and you have, personal questions in regards to this, we can also set up a private reading and get those questions answered for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. I still feel like this is really positive. I think everything here is clearly happening for a reason. And if you're the one feeling rejected, please keep in mind that the universe has taken charge of this situation and is possibly telling this person, even to stay away or influencing their decisions in some way. It's not a reflection on their feelings towards you. I just think everybody here needs to find some balance and some healing, and, and a new beginning can then... And that's what's coming in the near future is a new beginning, and it's a positive new beginning. One person's going to have some spiritual, healing and some time to reflect on their part in all of this, and they, some time to have the opportunity to cultivate some inner peace for themselves. And the other person is going to be able to balance out their emotions. They're going to come out on top. They're going to have a transformation here. Kind of a rebirth, and then we'll see where things end up. But I think right now it's time to focus on new beginnings, focus on healing, focus on cultivating inner peace, and just let things be the way they need to be. Don't panic when these situations, I mean, you don't, you can only control what you can control, and this is out of your control. This is just a cycle of the universe, and there's nothing that you can do about it right now. So just let things be the way that they need to be. Focus on yourself. Make sure that you stay kind, even if your heart is hurting, even if you feel rejected or like things aren't fair. Don't ever let somebody else change who you are. So, and sometimes when we're in a place of pain or panic or distress, we're not always our true self. But that's the most important times for us to stay true to ourselves, to be kind, to be honest, and send out healing. Because what we send out into the universe, and I think that's kind of what the message is with this card. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit, but these messages are coming in now, and I want to make sure I get as much out to you as possible. But I feel like what you put out into the universe is what it's going to give back to you. So send out healing, send out love, send out forgiveness, send out a hope for a happy new beginning for this person, no matter how you feel right now, because that's what you want to come back to you. And, we get what we give. So give that out and be kind, be true to yourself. This is a good thing. And it may just cycle right back around when you guys are both at a better time, and after you've done the healing and the balance and the transformation and the things that you need to do individually, this may come back together. But right now I'm just seeing this is the way it's supposed to be. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate you sharing your energy with me. Love and light.